From lecture two, while we were going over all of the different systems, we need to understand that no organ system stands alone in the human body. They all work together to make up the organism. So this slide is just giving you a couple of examples of that. For instance, the digestive system is a closed system where you eat food, your digestive system breaks it down into parts that we can use, and then they are absorbed into the cardiovascular or circulatory system so that we can actually use those nutrients to power our cells. In the same picture, it is showing the circulatory system and the respiratory system working together to exchange gases. In the human body, there are necessary things that allow us to maintain homeostasis. One of those life functions is called maintaining boundaries. That is where we keep the outside and the inside apart from one another. And we do this two ways. At the cellular level, we accomplish this by the plasma membrane, or cell membrane as we call it. And at the organismal level, we accomplish this by the skin, keeping bad things out of our body. Movement, we need movement for a lot of different things, to move from point A to point B, to propel things throughout the body, and to be able to contract all of our muscles. We also have to be able to respond to our environment. It's called responsiveness. And there are changes in our environment. For example, if it's hot outside, we need to be able to respond to that by sweating and cooling our internal temperature. Digestion is also an important life function, where we break down ingested food and break it into parts that are usable. Metabolism is a term that you have probably heard before. We always think of metabolism as keeping us skinny. If you have a fast metabolism, you're skinny, and if you have a slow, you're fat. But metabolism is just all of the different chemical reactions that can occur in your body, including digestion and breaking down food. Excretion is the removal of waste. Excretion comes in a couple of different forms in the human body. One of our excreted wastes is carbon dioxide, which we breathe out every time we take a breath in. We breathe out carbon dioxide. We also pass feces in the large intestines and urine in the urinary system. Another necessary life function is reproduction. Reproduction can happen at a cellular or organismal level. At the cellular level, we go through a process called mitosis. Our cells die, we have to replenish the cells that die, and so we go through cell division. At the organismal level, in the human body, sperm and egg unite to make a baby, as we all know. And then finally, growth, which means that we're going to increase the size of a body part from when we were a baby to when we were an adult, or the organism as a whole. Now this leads us to survival needs. There are survival needs that are needed in order for the human body to maintain homeostasis and stay alive. Nutrients are the first thing. We need nutrients to go through cellular respiration and make ATP for our body to do the things that it needs to do. Oxygen is necessary for metabolic reactions, including cellular respiration again, where we use oxygen to make ATP in the mitochondria. Obviously, our life form relies solely on water. We need to have water inside our bodies, inside our cells, in order for chemical reactions to occur. All of our chemical reactions happen underwater. We also need to maintain a normal body temperature, and that is very important when it comes to the denaturing of proteins. If our body temperature goes too high, we can actually denature the proteins in our body, which then the enzymes cannot work. And if it goes too low, all of the chemical reactions slow way down, and we can't keep up with the needs of our body. And then atmospheric pressure, that is a survival need needed for us to be able to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide.